Hey, pal, while you're adjusting that carb, how about letting me adjust myself? I gotta answer the call.
You can wait till we get to Culverton.
It can't wait, I swear to God.
Then do it right here.
I can't, I'm shy.
You're shy?
Yeah, ever since junior high school. I won't bolt, I swear.
You know what's gonna happen if you try to run.
You know what's gonna happen if I stay?
All right, keep it quick.
Thanks.
There's a spot over there.
That's enough, gentlemen. What the hell is this all about?
I'm a bounty hunter, and this is my prisoner.
Yeah, right.
My name's Vince Black. I work for 6 Killer Enterprises. I chase this lowlife across 4 states.
I'm John Warren, Sheriff of Culverton, California. This here's my deputy, Will Foster.
What brings you this far out of town, Sheriff?
Now we're chasing a pair of armed robbers been working our town. They hit the truck stop this morning.
Their vehicle broke down about a mile back. We figured they're up here somewhere.
Get down! I knew it!
Down, Will!
Sure.
Get out of here! Now listen, you stay here, you hold tight until you hear me fire. You understand? Clear?
Clear!
You stay here. I told you to wait.
I thought I had him.
Well, you didn't. They almost had you.
Come on, we have to go after him.
Forget it. Unless you want to end up like your boss down there.
He was a cop and good at his job, but he committed the ultimate sin and testified against other cops gone bad. Cops that tried to kill him, but got the woman he loved instead. Framed for murder, now he prowls the Badlands, an outlaw hunting outlaws, a bounty hunter, a renegade.
I'm afraid it'll be a few days before you can collect your bounty money, Mr. Black.
A few days.
There's a problem in Sacramento. State police are stretched real thin, what with the fires up north, boys working double shifts, even reservists being called up.
Gee, too bad.
What does it have to do with me?
No offense to Deputy Foster, but the way I hear it, if you hadn't been there, he'd be lying on the morgue slab alongside Sheriff Warren.
Who told you that?
Whole town's talking about it.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Black. How does one train to be a bounty hunter?
I was a cop for 6 years. Look, Mayor, I appreciate your problem, I really do. But I think Deputy Foster is more than capable of handling things until relief arrives.
Nice going, Will Foster, you wimp. I told this town a year ago that they shouldn't pin a badge on a Boy Scout. Now look what's happened. You hear me, Deputy Foster? If I had your job, my uncle'd still be alive.
I'll talk to him.
I think he needs to be more than talked to.
I'll handle it. Look, you're drunk, Leon. And getting pretty disorderly.
Oh, what you gonna do about it, Deputy?
I'm gonna ask you to go home. Get off the street unless you want to be locked up.
Oh, my. Police brutality and harassment?
That's enough, Leon.
Think so? Get back there.
Give it back, Leon.
Take it back, Willie.
Excuse me. Would you mind holding this?
Come again?
Just a second. Go ahead.
I'll be out of here before you know it, boy. And then you and me, we're gonna start all over. Without anyone to fight your fights for you.
Now, that was one hell of a show you put on out there, Mr. Black.
Well, it wasn't much of a challenge.
Well, it was for Will here. Keep your eyes open, boy. You could really learn something from Mr. Black. I've talked it over with the town council, and we'd like to make you an offer. How would you like to replace Sheriff Warren here in Culverton?
What town council? You were here the whole time.
Well, see, Julie and I are on the council. There were 4 of us, but Sheriff Warren's gone, and that makes us 2 the majority.
Well, thanks, but...
Temporarily, of course, until the emergency ends or the state takes over.
But Mayor, I don't understand. I'm in line for the job.
I have to agree with him.
Well, no disrespect to either of you, but we don't. Now, whoever shot John Warren is still out there, and frankly, we feel safer in your hands.
Well, I'm flattered, Mayor, and I can appreciate your problems, but I've got a few problems of my own.
Well, they must be pretty serious. Because if you ride off now, those killers are going to declare open season on this town. God help us if they do. Come on, Mr. Black. What do you say?
I told him I couldn't be sheriff, but I knew a man who'd make a great one.
Excuse me, but what'd you say the altitude was up there, pal?
Bobby,
You know what? You're breaking up. I can't hear you.
will you knock it off?
Sheriff Bobby Sixkiller, what the heck were you thinking?
I was thinking that an ex-Marine makes a much better lawman than a man who's wanted for murder.
Well, you're right about that, pal, but I'm the wrong guy for the job, okay? You know, I mean, the uniform is gonna clash with my earrings, my necklace. I mean, you're talking hats, belt buckles. It's gonna take me 45 minutes just to get dressed.
They're offering a bonus.
Really? How much?
5 figures.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Where the heck is the state police anyway?
The state police won't be here for 3 days, and yours truly doesn't want to be here when they show up.
Those 5 figures include a dollar sign?
See you when you get here. Right on time. Well, here he is. Sheriff Bobby Sixkiller.
Mr. Sixkiller, we've heard so many good things about you.
Hey, I need to talk to you.
I'd just like to take this opportunity to welcome you to Culverton.
Yes, that's very nice, Vince. I need to talk to you.
Very dashing.
Sheriff Sixkiller, on behalf of the citizens of Culverton, I would like to give you the key to the city.
That's very nice, but I don't think it's gonna fit on my keychain. It's kind of...
Well, of course you won't be needing a key. Nobody locks their doors around here. Charms of a small town.
Yes, that's very nice. It's nice.
Sheriff Six Killer? There's a get acquainted country potluck at the lodge. I'd love to be your escort.
Escort?
I'll take you over there if you like, as soon as you're ready. And as soon as you finish your speech.
Speech?
Bobby, you okay?
Yeah, I'm okay.
Go! Let's go!
I'm Grace Prescott. I'm a doctor. Lie still. You're in good hands.
I'm okay. I'm okay. Here. I told you it was a bad idea, pal. Easy, 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 easy. Oh, God. I'm okay.
Okay. You got yourself a sheriff.
Yeah, Sergeant Cunningham, this is Will Foster down in Culverton.
How you doing? Not too well, I hear.
We're managing. Listen, I'm running a routine check on a new employee. Six Killer Robert claims he runs a bounty hunting operation in Bay City. I'm faxing it to you now. Just want to see if everything's copacetic.
I'll run it through. Let you know.
I appreciate it.
Thank you very much. No, Debbie, honey. The monitor goes on top of the computer.
Sorry.
That's all right. Don't they have computers here in, what's the name of this place?
Culverton.
Culver?
Culverton.
Culverton. No computers here, sweetie?
Well, we have one in the library. The town put out a fundraiser to get it, but nobody's figured out how to use it yet.
That's not gonna bode well with my satellite dish.
Hey, how you feeling?
Just the man I wanted to see, Sheriff. Look, I need you to clear me a delivery route because I got my double-load trailer coming in with all my stuff. Can you handle that?
Sure, why not? You know, and while you're ushering in the 21st century, would you keep hammering on the state police to get me some help out here? Every hour if you have to.
Can I get anybody some coffee?
I think that'd be a good idea.
Hard to get good help around here, you know.
We're shy.
Giving a deposition on Mr. Robert Calhoun, that torture we got in New Orleans last month.
What exactly is going on here?
Ah, the lovely Dr. Prescott. Let me ask you a question, Doc. Do you know the power rating of the structure here?
The what?
You see, I need 440 volts. I'm gonna be powering up my satellite dish relay here this afternoon, and I don't want to blow out anybody's respirator.
That won't be a problem.
Oh, great. Hey, I don't need my other generator.
That's right, you don't. Because all the stuff is going back on the truck.
You're the sheriff around here. You gonna let her speak to me like that?
Let her. I'm gonna encourage her. How's he doing, Doc?
Other than obnoxious, he's very lucky. The bullet didn't hit any vital organs. He should be up and out of here in 3 or 4 days.
Sooner the better.
Well, don't baby him.
The thought never crossed my mind.
So you enjoying your newfound authority, Sheriff?
I know this is difficult for you, Will, but don't worry. I won't be here for very long.
If Mayor Geller had his way, you'd stay 20 years. I'd spend the rest of my life wearing his deputy's badge.
You just lack experience, that's all.
Yeah, where'd you put your time in?
I worked on a big city force. Sure is different out here.
Where is that?
Oakland.
Don't want to talk about it, huh?
Part of the past.
No. So why'd you quit?
It wasn't for me.
Great. All my life I've wanted to be a lawman, and now I'm blocked by some guy who ran away from being one.
Well, don't worry, Will. We bring in these shooters, the whole town will suddenly find you more than qualified.
So what exactly are we looking for?
I'm not sure. Anything unusual. Sometimes what you don't find is as important as what you do.
Ooh, let me write that down.
I'm serious. I don't think these guys are from around here.
How you know that?
Because you know everybody in town. You grew up with them. You dated their daughters. If it was a local, you'd know. You can count on it not being anybody from town.
Well, let's see. That leaves everyone outside of Culverton. Well, how many suspects you figure that is, Sheriff?
Well, we can start by eliminating all the ones who don't own a 30-06. Bag it. They might have prints. What do you got?
I was just thinking, I've never seen anyone die before.
Never a pretty sight.
I can't get it out of my mind. I mean, there must have been something I could have done.
There wasn't.
It was a manhunt. I let my guard down.
Don't tell me you're actually believing and listening to what Jackson was saying.
It doesn't matter if I was listening to it. Everyone else was.
Listen to me. Nobody could have saved Sheriff Warren. Nobody. And I'll tell you something else. The minute you start listening to what others are saying about you, you're in trouble. Trust me, I know.
Headquarters to Sheriff Black or Will Foster. Are you on the air?
You got us both. Go ahead.
Got an emergency at the Calder Ranch. Sally's in labor. Looks like it's breech. How fast can you get over there?
What about Dr. Prescott?
Well, you're a lot closer. It'd take her an hour to get out there. Besides, all the phones at the clinic are tied up. I can't get through.
Bobby. We're on our way. Let's go.
Thank heavens you got here quick.
How is she?
It's too much for one man, especially me. I love her, you know, so it's damn tough.
Okay. Boil some water and get me some towels.
What for?
Well, I don't know. That's what you're supposed to do.
Hey, where are you going? She's in the barn.
I'll follow your lead. Oh,
Okay, go ahead. Keep hold of the head.
girl. All right.
I'm gonna try and turn the Calder in.
Grateful, boys. I couldn't have done it without you.
You were something in there. I'm glad you were with me.
Guess that's something they don't teach you in the big city.
No, not hardly.
You want to pay me back?
Sure.
Teach me that move you made on Jackson. I've never seen anything like it.
Okay. Empty your weapon and draw on me.
Yeah?
Go ahead and try to shoot me.
All right.
See, when a man draws a gun, he expects a person to back up. The last thing he wants is for him to come closer.
All right, yeah.
You try.
Yeah. All right.
Oh. Okay. It works.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Headquarters to Unit 1.
We're here. Go ahead.
Afraid they need you over at Jake's place. It's Friday night.
Copy that. Over. Rowdy bar.
Famous for patty melts and Friday night fights.
You get your hands off of me right now! Now let's get out of
You know these two?
Yep. All my life. Young one, that's Wanda. That's Max Williams' lady love. And the other one, that's Christine. She's Max's wife.
See.
Looks like I better wait in there.
Now, hold up a second. Looks like they're winding down.
This is crazy.
Ladies, I'm glad you came to your senses. Beating on each other doesn't make you feel better.
He's right. Beating on him, that's gonna make us feel better.
Headquarters to Unit 1.
What you need, Julie?
Just got a call from Walt Gorman.
Let me guess. Trouble with Robin?
Yeah. This time he's sure she's run away for good.
Again. Okay, we'll handle it.
Oh, by the way, Leon Jackson has arranged his bail.
Lily's gonna call as soon as the funds reach Western Union.
Guess we're gonna have to let him go.
Can't hold them.
Cut him loose when you get the cash. Oh, and tell Walt we'll be on the lookout for his daughter.
Oh, yeah. Attention all shoppers.
Yeah.
Well, go look for her.
I don't know. I mean, you're the sheriff.
Yeah, but you know her.
True enough. It'll be tough to recognize her in this light and in these circumstances.
Okay, you start on one end, I'll start on this end, we'll meet in the middle. Excuse me. Step out of the car, please.
What do you want?
I'm looking for Robin Gorman.
Do I look like Robin Gorman?
No. But she might. Miss, would you mind stepping out of the car?
That's Marianne Kramer. Robin Gorman's 3 cars down.
You have a nice evening. You knew all along.
Well, hey, I gotta use every advantage I got. Well, I'm just gonna go take a look around.
How many of those have you had, Jimmy?
Just 2.
Well, how do you explain 5 empties?
I haven't had any. I can drive.
I don't think so. We'll be taking you home. Jimmy, you can walk. You can pick up your keys in my office in the morning.
Oh, come on, you guys.
Go on. Get going.
Sheriff Black?
This is Foster. Go ahead.
It's been another armed robbery. This time they hit the drugstore down on Line Street. Clerk says that he got off a couple of shots. He might hit one of them pretty bad.
Glad to see you're paying such good attention to your job, Willie. And maybe when you and your new boss man get done with your date, you can come back to town and protect the people.
We're rolling, Julie. Over.
She said they hit the general store.
We ain't going to the general store.
But didn't you hear? She said...
She said one of them got hit pretty bad.
The clinic. Come on, Robin, get in.
Get the doctor. Now!
I'm the doctor.
My brother's been shot. Fix it.
This man needs surgery. Maybe a blood transfusion. It's gonna take a while.
Well, you don't got a while.
Dad, I'm dying over here, man. Let's go. Come on.
I need you to call the sheriff.
What happened?
Two men, one of them wounded. They took the doctor.
Are you all right?
Forget about me. Those guys are bad news.
How about you, Debbie? You all right?
Yeah, I'm all right. I'm just a little scared, that's all.
Okay, well, what do they look like?
I think they were those two brothers that used to live right outside of town. Wilson or Wilcox.
Wilson. Yeah, the Wilson brothers. They went to prison about 10 years ago, and it was Sheriff John Warren who sent them up.
Whoever they are, they're definitely back, so go. Go!
We got enough ammo, or do we need to go back to the station?
We got plenty. Let's just get there.
So where do we start looking for these two?
Well, well, well. If it ain't Culverton's finest.
Out of the way, Jackson. We got work to do.
Oh, yeah. And how exactly are you gonna find Doc Prescott?
You're just gonna have to leave that up to us.
Well, how about me and the boys giving you some help? God knows you need it.
The only help you can give us is by moving these cars out of the way.
They see all of you coming, they'll kill her for sure.
Oh, yeah? And what are you gonna do, deputy? Talk him to death?
Jackson, look. I know you just lost your uncle, but I've been hired to back up the law around here, and that's what I intend to do. Me and Will Foster, nobody else.
I don't think you understand how things work around here.
Maybe not. But I know how they're gonna work.
Anybody else?
That's the younger one. Gabe.
So Big Brother's inside. Okay, I'm gonna go down and take a closer look.
Don't tell me. I stay here, lay low, don't shoot.
You're learning. Wait till I get into position to come down and join me.
Looks like we got company.
Why doesn't that surprise me?
Gabe! Marley, come on out of there! What's up?
You men drop your guns, or I'll blow her spine out.
Don't move a muscle, Marley.
All right. Go ahead and fire, Mr. Bounty Hunter. I'll take Doc Prescott with me.
Maybe. But you'll never know.
Marley! Drop it!
Turn around. Move. Back off, Jackson. All of you.
And who's gonna make us, Will?
You stay here.
We did it, boys. Let's go kill us the other one.
Put it down, Jackson. Cuff him, Will. I dropped you once, this time I'll drop you for good.
Come on, Sheriff. We're on the same side. We helped you here.
You helped me kill a man I could have taken in alive. And I'm thinking real hard of arresting you for incitement to riot. So you get your sorry tail back to town and stay away from me and my deputy. And that goes for the rest of you, too. Get. You did it, Will.
Hell, I did. I almost blew it.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Without you, I would have.
Just how long do you plan to keep me in this backwater town?
You were gonna let him kill me, you green little punk. You call yourself a lawman? You can't even control a handful of drunks.
Knock it off.
Well, I'll knock it off. But you tell Barney here he should get another career going because that way more people won't die.
Don't listen to him, Will. I'm gonna do a little recon. Check the bars, see what's shaking in our lovely little town. Can I bring you back something to eat?
I'm not hungry.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You did good today.
Sheriff's office.
Deputy Foster, it's Cunningham State Police.
All right. How you doing?
Oh, not too bad, I hope. Your friend Six Killer checked out. He's licensed and bonded out of Bay City.
Good. Good.
But listen up. There was a face in that picture that looks like a fair match to a hot wanted we've had up here for over a year. A cop killer named Reno Raines.
I've never heard of him.
And just the same, I'm faxing you his flyer right now. Take a look.
Oh, got it. Thanks.
Well, Mr. Calder, how's Sally doing?
Fine. Colt's good, too. It's you I'm worried about.
Why's that?
You been down to Jake's in the last couple hours?
I was just about to head down there right now. Why?
Because Leon Jackson's down there. He's sucking down tequilas with a bunch of his buddies. The talk is getting real big. He's got every redneck in town convinced that he brought in the Wilson brothers.
Well, I figured he wasn't done yet.
I'm afraid he's just getting started. I figured you ought to know.
Thanks.
Do you need an extra gun?
Nah, that's okay. Appreciate your offer, though.
Okay, you call me if you need me, though, huh?
Will do.
Great, the fax is working.
How you feeling?
Suddenly much better.
Come on, you shouldn't be up.
Okay. Here. Okay.
You know, Mr. Six Killer, Bobby, a brush with death like the one I just had Makes you realize how fragile life is.
Yes, I know the feeling.
None of us knows how long we have, and I think it's important not to sit on strong feelings we feel the need to express.
Really, Doctor?
Mhm.
Well, express away.
Okay. Thanks for trying to save my life.
My pleasure.
And I think you're a materialistic slug with no respect for people who thinks the entire world revolves around him.
Bobby, you well enough to lend me a hand?
No, he's not. He's got internal injuries and he's not going anywhere.
What's wrong?
I got a mob foreman over at Jake's. Any word from the state police?
Well, I was waiting till your friend Will Foster wasn't around.
Why?
Help was offered a day before yesterday. 2 state troopers and a homicide investigator.
Yeah?
And Deputy Beaver Cleaver said that help was not needed.
Well, that figures. Well, can you walk?
Gosh, I hate to hang out the dry pal, but I can barely make it across the hall to the John.
Don't worry about it. You got a watch?
Yeah, it's 11 o'clock.
Great. An hour till high noon. We got ourselves a little situation developing, Will. Something wrong?
No. Nothing at all.
What?
I said nothing.
Look, we're partners now. We got no one to depend on but each other. Anybody who went through what we did this morning and wasn't scared would be nuts. My heart's still going 150 miles an hour.
Yeah, but you don't let it affect you. I gotta learn how to do that.
Is that why you turned down the reinforcements from Sacramento? To test yourself?
Jackson's back with a lot of help.
I'm gonna call the chief of police at Tall Pine and see if maybe he can help us stall. The line's been cut. You want to test yourself, Will? Here's your chance.
You hear me, Sheriff? And you and the others come out now, save yourselves a lot of pain. Hell, you can even bring little Willie with you. All we want is the man to kill my uncle. If we have to come in there and move you out to get him, we will.
Anybody raises a gun, you open fire. This is an illegal assembly. But considering the level of emotions lately, I'm gonna give you all a chance to disperse.
Why, that's mighty thoughtful of you, Sheriff. Wouldn't it be because you're outnumbered 6-1 now, would it?
Clear the streets. This is your last chance.
We want Gabe Wilson. This is your last chance, Sheriff.
Jackson, the state police are on their way.
Yeah, right. He's bluffing, boys. He thinks we're just a bunch of hicks he can buffalo with his city ways.
You can't have him.
Hey, look at here. We got us a second string.
Look, John Warren may have been your uncle. He was like a father to me. No one wants justice more than I do.
You better turn yourself around and walk back in there, Will. Unless you want your legs blown out from under you.
You're under arrest. You have the right to remain silent.
I'll silence you, boy.
Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You also have the right to an attorney.
Getting tough on me, huh, Willie boy? Get up, boys!
This is their fight.
Stay down, Jackson. I mean it. partner?
He headed home. I see the cavalry has arrived.
Yeah. Well, a little late. Or maybe not late enough, huh? Look, I don't have to tell you how much it means to me.
No, Will, you don't have to.
Maybe this will do it for me. I told him the resemblance stinks. Not even close.
Adios, Will Foster.
Adios, Reno Reigns.